to your Reiki session. I hope you're doing as well as possible. For this session, we are going to be focusing on leaning into the gray area, embracing uncertainty. I'm going to start out with a little bit of aura mist just to kind of set the tone for this session. This is rosemary and tea tree in here. So very invigorating, great for mental clarity. And I'll be using this woven bamboo fan to waft this aura mist all throughout your energy body. As we do this, try to melt into the Reiki table. And so often we forget about our feet. Smells nice, right? Now I'm going to use a little bit of sage to do some cleansing, a bit of clearing. I'm going to use a lighter for this. So if there's anything you're bringing into this session it's not serving your wisest, most empowered and aligned self, your favorite self, then we are now asking that that energy just be cleared and cleansed, recycled, so that it can be transmuted into useful energy. So if there's maybe any lingering energy from the day, we're just clearing that. Any ruminations that aren't serving you, playing back of moments, or skipping ahead into the future, projecting, all of that. And maybe that's not serving you. So we're just offering that up to be cleared. Okay. Good, 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 good. I'd like to light our candle and set our intention for this session. This is black pine and oak moss with notes of peppermint, vanilla, and pine. This is another wood-wicked candle, but it's not as crackly as the one I've been using recently. So, it's got a more subtle sound. On behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this Reiki session to help you lean into uncertainty, to help you become familiar and comfortable in the gray area. Now, if you would like to specify this intention, or maybe even set your own intention based on whatever it is that you're moving through, feel free to use this candle and this flame to do so now. Can you see it? And as long as it's in service of your and everyone else's highest, wisest selves, then we'll honor that intention and see it through time and space to where and whenever you're receiving this. Lovely. I'm going to light our myrrh incense. I'm loving this incense. I'm going to draw the sacred symbols just outside of the side of your body here. I'm going to hold this underneath to catch any of the drops the ash from our incense here. Oh, it does not smell good. It's so rich and warming. It just feels like a warm autumn hug. And while I'm remembering, if you like the music that is playing and accompanying this session here that we have together, my cousin made this music, and I've linked his YouTube channel down below, but he just released an EP. He just released an album, and so if you want to support him, the album is so gorgeous. He's a singer-songwriter. He plays every instrument, I think, under the sun. I mean, he's one of those just like crazy talented people. But anyway, I know a lot of you ask me about this music, and I'm very fortunate that my cousin made it for me. This track called Inflorescence. It's the name of this track, and I adore it. But my cousin has released an album that's different than this, but so cozy and emotional. So if you're in one of those contemplative, cozy moods, I cannot recommend this album highly enough. It's stunning, and I'm so proud of him. So I'll leave that linked below, and I'll probably leave it in the comments too. But with this idea of embracing the gray area and embracing uncertainty, for me what this is really about is just connecting with how much growth and potential and possibility exists in the space of uncertainty. There's something that happens with certainty where we can start to block off certain channels. And so my encouragement here would be to simply begin the process of allowing. If these past few years have taught us anything, it's that we can't really be certain of anything. You know, it's important to control the controllables in our lives, but truly there's no guarantees about anything. So it's really helpful, I think, to engage in a practice of first inviting a sense of a tolerance for uncertainty and really building that muscle, and then starting to build a sense of comfort in uncertainty. I'm not suggesting that this is an easy practice, but rather that it's an important one. And even just beginning this process today is going to be incredibly valuable for you. I know it. So, embracing the gray area and seeing what it has to teach us. Embracing the unknown. Embracing uncertainty. There's a humility that comes into place. It comes into play when we are embracing uncertainty, when we are in a space of uncertainty, that doesn't really exist when we are in certainty. When we are certain of things, it can be difficult to open our minds to new and fresh ways of thinking and being and feeling. So, embracing the unknown can be an incredibly wise and powerful practice. And that's what we're going to focus on today. I just want to keep doing this because it smells so good. Good. A little abalone shell ashtray. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of this frankincense aromatherapy oil blend. This is frankincense and jojoba. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my palms. And I'm going to put a little bit on your clavicle. So just putting a little bit here on your clavicle. Good. And as we place this here, that aroma will just sort of fill you up as we engage in this healing process. I'm going to invite in a few crystals. The first stone I want to work with here is this amethyst cluster. Amethyst is a great stone for clarity. It's a great stone for spiritual alignment. It really opens things up. And the way a cluster works in terms of esoteric healing is it can work to kind of comb through things or to really defibrillate this energy, almost like shooting this energy outward. So it's a very poppy, kind of pungent energy that these kinds of stones have versus something like, a polished stone. This is a labradorite. And this stone has more of this kind of gentle, radiating energy. So you could also have like a point like this. And a point is great for focusing that energy. So really pinpointing that energy and where you want to focus it. A sphere really emanates the energy out equally, like that. So I'm going to now begin by just combing through your energy body with this stone. combing through, combing through, combing through. So this is really about opening up your channels so that you can be more receptive to new ideas. Just opening things up for you to receive. Good. Nice. I have a few stones now that I'd just like to put in a little grid along your midline here. I'm going to start with this xoxo. These are stones that have a hollowed out center, and they're great sort of for embracing mystery. It's so great for comfort and healing, understanding. So I feel like this is a great stone for this session. I'll place that right there. This beautiful mookaite jasper. Mookaite jasper is a very empowering stone, very helpful stone. It's also a river stone, so I love to use it for just kind of opening up, purifying, and sending that healing, watery element into the space. Now I'm going to place this rhodonite right here. And I have two stones, a blue lace agate and an angelite. I'm going to place the angelite behind your neck at the mouth of God. And I'm going to place this angelite, is that what I said? And then I'm going to place the blue lace agate in the front here. Just lift up. There we go. Great. I'm going to move through with our owl rattle. Just really shaking up the energy. So I'm just going to begin engaging in some light healing touch. I think that certainty gives us a false sense of security. And I think uncertainty can really open up our imagination, and it can help us to more deeply connect with our sense of creativity, with our sense of play. I think very often when we are in a state of certainty, we can start to become a little bit brittle. And if a tree is brittle, it won't bend, it'll break. So we really want to start embracing this way of being open to something new, being open to the idea that maybe we don't know everything. So there are ways in which certainty can be incredibly supportive and helpful, and I think this is just me kind of challenging you to think of ways in which uncertainty can be enormously beneficial and a great teacher. So just start to open up to that or feel into it. And maybe notice in conversations today, are there people that you're speaking to that you recognize you feel like you have a sense of authority over that person? And are you engaging in this kind of certainty thinking? And if you catch yourself doing it, that's okay. Just recognize that it's an opportunity to invite a little bit of humility and to really try to see things from someone else's perspective. But certainty can feel very seductive because it makes us feel powerful. But it does cut us off and block us in some circumstances. So we just want to be aware of what's going on for us. Good. So we'll seal with a little bit of spray. Thank you so much for joining me today. I encourage you to take this idea out into your life and start to really ask yourself, how can I get more curious in this moment rather than sink more deeply into my certainty? How can I be more interested in what other people or other perspectives are maybe offering here? And I think that can be a really beautiful way of deepening our connections with one another. So thank you for joining me. It is just such an honor and a privilege to get to connect with you here. I again will leave my cousin's information down below. He's so talented. So And any of you who have already purchased his album, thank you, and I really hope that you have enjoyed it. It's beautiful. Okay, till we meet again, be so well. I love this sound. Anything like this kind of sounds like a kitten to me. Like a kitten purring. And just doing a little bit of balancing and aligning.
But how would you suggest that a person achieve the ability to feel that comfortable with people? Not have that fear or apprehension of being disliked or judged by other people?
That always happens when I'm trying to do it like up here.
And just repeat the mantra. I release. I am relaxed. I am ready to receive.
Amethyst is a really great spiritually aligned stone. It can help with clarity, mental fog, really helps us see soberly. So I'd love to know if you're open to sharing. I can ask here and you can share it down in the comments